Good morning. I want to show you the new fall holiday line on my face. Okay, so you're gonna what's that called? Get ready with me? Is that what it's called? The GRWM. I'm gonna do a GRWM starting with foundation primer. The funny thing is, you guys, I did this yesterday. I did the whole thing. I felt so good about it. I mean, it was just like, wow, I got all this done. I showed them everything and it didn't record. But I see this is at 32 seconds. It's recording. Okay, with the new concealers, the what are they called? Multi-benefit concealers. They go on before foundation. So that's what I've been doing. But I want to show you first the under eye corrector. And of course, you know, if you've been on any of my videos, that I absolutely do everything using a brush. So I'm going to start with under eye corrector here. I probably shouldn't be doing this in the computer. I need my mirror. Let me see if I can squeeze it in here with my, I guess I don't really need my keyboard, but let me get that. Okay, all right. So, okay, I've got a mirror now. I can actually see what I'm doing. So this may be a bit much product. Let's see what I can do with this. And of course, I try to work, even though I'm always in a hurry, I do still try to slow down enough to just work with my skin so it's not moving. Okay, I'm going to go a little bit up on my lids, but I'm really going to get my lids with the new Multi-Benefits concealer. And so now I've got this Multi-Benefits concealer. This is the under eye corrector, now in a light and then a darker one. And so let's do this light 2, which is the equivalent of deep ivory. And I can wear that right now. Probably wintertime I'll go into a light, but all I'm doing is putting that much on this dirty brush. Yes, I've got to clean my brushes. And I do I have 3 makeup stations. So I do them not always the same. I'm going to put a little concealer here, and I may need like that whole tube of concealer as I look in this mirror. But anyway, I don't do my brushes all at the same time. I cleaned all my kitchen makeup station brushes not too long ago, and then I have this makeup station, and then I have one in my master suite. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Get those brown spots covered. Okay, I did better on this side, but in the essence of time, this is where we're going to leave it. So now I'm going to just gently stipple those with this brush. Got a little red spot right there. But I did just have it checked at the dermatologist, and it's fine. Make sure you do your dermatology appointments. Okay, so I'm concealed, and it will blend out better once I put my foundation on. This is my beige C120 luminous foundation. I don't get as good a coverage with the Very Light CC cream. I have it in case I just want to wash my face and go with my CC cream, because it's everything: moisturizer, tint, color, concealer, primer, all the stuff, all the things. So, okay. All right, so I kitty cat walk that on. Make sure you do your eyelids, because eyelids are your skin, and we get most uneven with our eyelids. Ooh, I don't have paper towel, or usually I have paper towel in here to wipe my fingers off, but it's okay. I got a cotton pad. So, okay, yesterday, in my video, I was talking about what I was cooking, because yesterday was kind of a day where I didn't have a lot of appointments, and it was cooler, and I thought, okay, I'm going to roast some Brussels sprouts. So I cut them into thirds. I put some bacon bits on them and some olive oil, and I roast them at 400 for about 25 to 30 minutes, check them, and I do a bundle, and then I put them in the fridge for adding to my protein for the lunch or for the evening. Then I also did my 2-hour sweet potatoes, and the 2-hour sweet potatoes bake at 400, same temp, which was why I did the both. Anyway, I put them in foil after I clean, scrub, leave the peelings on, and then, I gotta turn this off, sorry, gotta turn this off. And then I bake them for 2 hours in the foil. Make sure you stab them. I don't know if that's really necessary since they're in foil, but I do that anyway. And then roast them for 2 hours, and they come out like candy. They're like, it changes the physiology of the potato inside, and it gets really soft, like you mashed it with a bunch of butter and cream. So I did that yesterday. And then I did just some house things. What else did I do that was fun? Oh, I cut my pineapple, because I cut a pineapple once or twice a week. So I did that. Okay, so we've got a flawless face now. Oh my gosh, but I've got to put this on, you guys. This smells like a cashmere sweater candle. I can't explain it, but those candles that we get in the fall, this Confidently You Silkening Oil, you pour it in your hand, and then you put it on. So I've got it in my hand now. I'm going to put it with that hand, and I do this. When I wore it to the wedding last weekend, everyone who hugged me asked me, what is that fragrance? And I'm like, it's just Confidently You Dry Silkening Oil. Yesterday I had a client come to pick up her miracle set, her travel miracle set, her mascara. She's going on a cruise. She got some new lip gloss, and I showed her this, and she put some on. I said, just put your arm out. We put it on her arm, and she's like, I need that too. And I'm like, well, I'm sold out, but I have a box in the entryway. Let me open it and see if it's in there. And it was. I was so happy. Okay, so I've got my flawless face. However, I was going to put on, well, I've got to wait. I can't put my powder on because I'm going to put on a cream cheek color. Whatever I pull out here is what I'm putting on. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's a color. And so I'm putting on passion fruit. It's a sample in the lookbook. And so if you have a lookbook that you got in the mail from your beauty consultant, then you can try it on and see what you think. Okay, so I'm putting this on, and as you see how I'm keeping my tubes upright, because if you put them down, I don't know, it just feels like so much comes out. So I can just gauge a little bit, and it goes right on my cheekbone, and certainly not past the outside corner of the eye. You make this look heavy, draw attention to the nose, all the reasons we want our cheek color on our cheekbone, not on the apple of the cheek, unless you want your face to look round and chunky. And I don't want that look. I'm not going for that. Okay, so I've got that on there. I just stippled that on. And I could literally take my foundation brush probably and blend it, or even the cheek brush. But I already have color on that cheek brush, so I don't want to mess it up. So I'm just going to leave it. This is the passion fruit cream. There's 4 colors. There's a really beautiful soft buff that's like rosy nude. It's just a nude cheek color. It's gorgeous. Okay, I'm going to line my lips. Let's see what we've got here. Okay, we'll use hot pink. Good enough. I'm just in my sweats because I'm doing a training today, and it's casual. It's actually a working training. Okay. Because I want to show you the new eye colors. They go on so silky, creamy, blend beautifully. And it stayed on all day till late last night. Okay, so I got that. I could have done rose. I do rose, or I'm a cool undertone, so I like to do more cool lip colors. And then let's see what this is, Poetic Pink. Okay, once I get my cheeks and my lips on, I feel good. I typically, when I get my eyes on with liner and mascara, then I need to darken my cheek color a little bit. So I'll probably do that. But at least I feel like I've got a little color on. And now some loose powder to keep it all in the white jar. Okay, so in here, I get mine in the top of the lid. So it's in here now. And then I grab my big fluffy brush and I go back and forth with it. So I hope it's not on my keyboard. I always get it on my keyboard. So I'm going to take the shine off and just add some lasting power to everything I put on. Not my lips. I have a couple of bucks that live in my yard. They think they own it. And they just come in and they lay next to, for hours in my yard. They lay next to whatever they're eating. So now they have eaten down the entire lilac tree. It's pretty much gone. It's okay, they grow like weeds. And okay, here's my trick. Little teeny brush into, so this would be actually an all over eyeshadow brush. This was from a Christmas collection. And I put powder underneath to catch anything, but also I never get mascara or liner running because I get this powder on, and I do it again when I get my eye makeup on. So the next thing I'm going to do is eyeshadow. I'm going to do something different than I did yesterday. I used this kit. This one's called Inner Fire Eyeshadow Palette. And you get 6 colors in here for $48. I think that's such a great deal. So let's do this. Look at how it shows you what the names of the colors are. And then I'll show you what they look like. Aren't they pretty? Yeah, really pretty. I did the white with this one down here yesterday. And it was really pretty. I was surprised. I mean, because I don't really wear shimmer anymore, but I really liked the look of the shimmer on my lid. So this one's called Outer Glow, I think. Yeah, Outer Glow. So today I'm going to do this beautiful, almost granite looking color, and probably this lighter one because it's Saturday. It's Saturday. I'm going to be in the garden. And I don't know what else I'm going to be doing, but it won't be trying to find a shimmer brush because I have separate shimmer. I don't know if I have that in here, but I'll use this one because this one's an extra all over brush. So I like to have a shimmer brush for my lid, and I also like to have a matte brush. So I'm going to dip into this one. You want to just tap, 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 tap. That keeps you... These are ground and milled so finely that they will be everywhere if you start going back and forth with your brush. So it's just tap, tap, get that color on there. And then also tap, tap. Ooh, you know what? I think this will be a beautiful color for me just for every day with liner and mascara. No accent color, just this. It is stunning. I love this. For those of you that love spun silk, that love smoky quartz, this is going to be your favorite also. Okay, see how natural that looks, but it's got a little bit of a taupe color. I don't know if you can see that in the video. I'll get a little bit more on here and a little bit more on here. I love the sound of the lawnmower and the trimmer. Yeah, I love that sound. So it's either my lawn or next door. Okay, the accent color, I'm going to grab my, hopefully in here I have a angle brush. Let me see, I've got them in here. I need to look closely because I want either a smudger. Oh, there we go. Okay, look it. See how it's got an angle? That's the crease brush. So I'm going to grab the crease brush. I also have this little, whenever we have limited edition brushes, get them because you need lots of brushes, lots. Okay, so I am grabbing this softer brown. I may add a little bit of that purple brown. It's kind of like Merlot. I have to make sure that there's not a bunch of color on this. I'll wipe it off. I'm famous for wiping it off on something. Okay, so that more than likely is espresso because that's my brown that I wear almost every single day. I forgot my brows. I'll get those next. Okay, so I'm picking this beautiful brown up. What's it called? Smoke and Taupe. Okay, Smoke and Taupe. I'll be smoking hot today, I guess. And this is the crease. I'm going to take the crease. The long part's going to go deep in there. But it's above the crease is where you put this color. And as I get that bigger part done, then I twist the brush a quarter turn so that it's narrow. Ooh, this is a must-have color. A must-have color for sure. And then out here, we make it a little bit wide. So you're generating lift at this outer corner. See that? And I'm just doing it with the brush, quarter turn, so it's thinner as I bring it in here. So I'm looking at all of you, and it looks like I need a little bit more maybe right here. You will look at my palette now, and you will think, literally, that I didn't even touch this color. Look at that. That's how little you need. You can barely see it was touched. Okay. I do think I'm going to, just for fun, I'm going to add a little teeny bit of this one that's called, it's called Fierce Purple. Looks very brown. I'm going to add it with this little teeny smudger brush that was from another collection. Just a tiny bit of this. And I'm just going to bring it, I'm just going to take it right on this top outer part of my eye, right there, and I'm going to smudge it inward. Okay, I'll get this blended, so bear with me. And right here, so I'm touching it on the lash line, 1/4 inch above and inward. Ooh, this is pretty. You can clearly see it's a purple when it goes on your eye, but if you get this kit, you're going to think it's brown. You're going to think it's brown. Okay, so now that I've got those on, I'm going to take a blender. This is the Mary Kay blending brush. I have to wipe it off. I was really going to do this in the kitchen, but I decided to do it up here in my office. So it's just so bright and light. And so anyway, here's the blender. And I'm just going to take it on the edges, barely. And then right here. You want to make sure you don't have a sharp, harsh corner there on that outer corner. And that this doesn't have a stopping point, that this blends inward. Okay, so the brush will just keep blending as you blend. Now over here, I'm going to take just along the edges. Oh, you guys, I love this kit. So I really love it's called, what do we call it? Outer Glow? Outer Glow? Yes. I love Outer Glow. I will tell you, more than likely, I'm never going to use that shade. It's fine. I'll use all the other ones, you know. So, okay, that's done. Let it not fall all over my desk. And then I'm going to do my brows and a little bit of liner. One thing to think about is you become a more interesting age, honestly, no black eyeliner, okay? Yeah, I know you're used to it and you like the magnification of it. It's just too harsh. It's just too much. And you want a softer line as you become of a more interesting age. So here we go, little teeny short strokes. Sometimes I'll use my brow liner. Sometimes I'll use my brow kit. And sometimes I'll use my tinted brow gel. Sometimes I'll use a combination. Today being a garden day, I am just using my liner. This is brunette. It gives me a little, you know, even if I'm working with dark blonde or blonde, I can pull it off, but it just feels like it takes so much to get enough color on. And this gives me a good color amount with just a little bit of work. You can always come backwards. I have no hair over here. And this is absolutely straight. It's angled a little bit, but it's a straight line. It's not curved. It's not curved down here where my true brows would be, because I'm trying to generate some lift with my brows. And then you need a spoolie. Let's hope I have a spoolie in here. There it is. So we're going to do a spoolie just to blend so it doesn't look like a bunch of pencil. Okay, so a quick brow. Now we're going to do a quick line, and actually the quickest line is really using the opposite end of the spoolie. So you've got the spoolie and you've got this. I'm going to actually take my outer glow. I'm going to spritz this with a little makeup finishing spray. So I'm going to just spritz this with makeup finishing spray. I have to do it so it doesn't get on my computer. I don't care if it's on my pants. Okay, so this is a little damp. I'm going to pick up this Fierce Purple, whatever it's called, and I'm going to line with it. So I'm going to just line the top. Somehow my computer just went blank completely. Okay, so I'm just lining little teeny short strokes with this brush. And then, of course, I always have to get my guideline for my wing. So I come here and follow this line right here underneath. So your wing flows from under. Okay, then let me spray it again. And I'll do the other side. I think it's really super fast to line with eyeshadow with just either water, or you can use the makeup finishing spray. I'm ambidextrous, which I love. I just thought everybody switched hands when they were brushing things on and doing their makeup, but apparently not. So I like to line with my left on my left eye. And I'm doing my wing. There's a lot of forgiveness in lining with this eyeshadow also, to where it doesn't have to be perfect. I feel that when I put my eyeliner pencil on, I have to kind of soften it a little bit with the brush. Oh, I think I'm just going to line with this brown for the whole thing. So I was going to put a Steely liner underneath, but I might as well just continue on with this color because I like it. I got quite a bit of makeup finishing spray on there. See how it's not tugging at my eye? I don't tug at my eye ever. I never have. I learned that from the makeup artists I worked with in the early days. So, okay, so I've got that on. Now I'm going to go ahead and add mascara. When you do mascara, you are going to use an eyelash curler. And you don't have to pulse it, you just have to squeeze it for 5 to 10 seconds. So I've got that curled. Those lashes are curled, and every makeup artist has shared that if you have the option between curling and mascara, it's curling. But I think, mascara is pretty critical. So this is the Ultimate Mascara I'm using. And once I do this, okay, so I think what's really fun is to have a wardrobe of mascara. I can use Lash Intensity, which is a 6-time volumizer. It's down in my kitchen makeup. And then you can extend the length with the Lash Intensity by using our new Great Heights that volumizes 76%. So this is a 5-time volumizer. You can see that. And I'll just do one eye in the essence of time and add the mascara after. So I let that dry. Okay, so we've got that Ultimate 5-time volumizer. It looks like this. And the wand is like that. Oh, that's not going to be good because that would end up on my lash. So that's the wand. Okay. I feel like I should put, I think I might be able to put the new tinted lip balm on if it's up here. Sometimes I touch my skin. If you touch your skin with your mascara, do not touch it until it's dry, and then roll it off with a Q-tip or use your eye makeup remover. It's so easy. Now I'm adding a second coat because my flowers are going to think it's so pretty. Who knows, maybe I'll go to dinner tonight. I don't know. It's just a free day. I've got training, new consultant training. which I like doing in the fall on Saturday mornings. It's just really fun connecting with consultants. I love it. Okay, so I'm only going to double coat the top and not the bottom. I want the focus to be up top. Okay, so there's mascara on that side. I'm going to grab a Q-tip and I'm going to fix that smudge. Okay, so I think it was, oh, I guess it's not up there, it's right there. If I had this on my magnifier, I would see it, but I think I got it. So, okay, that's done. I'll do the other side later. I'm going to now tell you when I'm all finished what I do. I need a little more cheek color, so I'm going to add my passion fruit. And you can do gel and then put powder over the top so that it secures it. I'm loving this eyeshadow. I think I can wrap my brain around this. I think it's really, really pretty. Okay, so I've got just a couple dots there, a couple dots there. And you know, I put this on so you could really see it. You can wear a very soft version of this and make it look really beautiful. So let your beauty consultant know which of these kits you love. Okay, and then I powder once again. So I get my powder brush. I've got powder in the lid, just the perfect amount. And then I'm going to especially do the T-zone because I put so much moisturizer on. I use day cream followed by intense moisturizing cream because I know the value of moisturizer. And then I'm going to take just my little finger here and I'm just going to soften that corner ever so gently. Okay, last thing. Oh, almost forgot. Remember the little tiny brush with the powder? Dip it in. You just have to dip it in the eensy teensiest bit of powder that's right in this section right here. And I'm going under. Oh, that's pretty sparkly, that shadow. I can see it. It's I've kind of blended it and sparkled it up onto the top, but I'm going to be a sparkly girl today. And then I'm going to set all of this, be finished with my makeup, except the other eye with mascara. Makeup finishing spray, 16 hours of guaranteed stay on power. And of course, let me just spritz a little bit more of this Confidently You on because I have to. And we have it in perfume. Perfume plus the dry silkening oil. And I put this all over my legs, my arms. It's a moisturizer, but it turns powdery magically. So have a beautiful day. Thanks for tuning in. I so appreciate you, that you love Mary Kay and that you are supporting a locally owned business with your beauty consultant. Bye-bye.